Hey Pisces, welcome. How are you? Save the best for last, Pisces. This is your first reading for March. You know I do 2 for every sign. And so I love it when we meet kind of in the middle of the month and at the end of the month. It's always just such a nice way to close out the first and second half with my beautiful Piscean friends. So, general reading for the collective of Pisces Sun and Rising. May not speak to everyone. That's okay. You can always check out the reading that aligns with your rising sign if you're here as a Pisces Sun, vice versa, or be a cross watcher and check out the reading for your counterpart Sun or Rising. This is not date or time specific. I trust that whenever you come upon it, if it speaks to you and it resonates, then it's your reading at that moment. And unless I speak to it otherwise. For example, when I did the new moon in Pisces reading over the weekend, which was a lovely reading, by the way, for your moon, for your new moon, that was definitely based on the energies coming through for that particular cosmic event. But these general readings are not. Okay, I'm going to pull 2 cards, one for Divine Masculine, one for Divine Feminine. Aw. As always, remember, feel free to flip the energies around if you need to. All I'm saying is I don't know who the Pisces is. I don't know if you're here as Pisces, here as Sun, Rising, Masculine, Feminine. Find the side that speaks to you, and then the other side is that of your divine counterpart. And if the masculine side speaks to you, but you are a feminine, just reverse it. That's all. So, masculine gets Canary Spirit. Sing your own song. Card number 12. 1 and 2 is 3. 3 is kind of co-creative energy, right? So I'm feeling, even though it's sing your own song, I am feeling in a way that it's almost calling you to some form of leadership in a co-creative environment, kind of taking the lead, singing your own song, maybe not being so quick, I'm talking to the masculine now, to kind of fall in line with everyone else, you know? Stay true to you, sing your own song, be an individual. I love it. Feminine gets card 60, Swan Spirit, time for a deep dive. One of the most beautiful cards in the deck. Time for a deep dive, dear Feminine. I like that it's the number 60 because, you know, we dropped that 0 off, and the 6s are about balance and harmony. You know, getting more stable on your sea legs after coming through all the 5 energies. So I love that time for a deep dive from a position of strength and stability. It's nice energy. I got a new little deck. So this is the Lover's Oracle. Thank you for those who have made donations to the channel. That's what I do with the donations. I save them up and I buy some decks. This is an awkward deck to shuffle, doing my best with my teeny tiny hands. So let me pull. Oh, this is nice. So what it says, they all have a little message on the back. It says, stop focusing your energy on past events, for life is too precious to waste. You create your reality by what you think, dream, and imagine. So it is forgiveness. I love the angel energy. And there's even a flame. The stars going up from his lap all the way up for her toward her heart chakra, and there's a flame. I like it. Forgiveness. Stop focusing on past events. No more 5 of Cups. That darn card keeps coming out. Let go of the past. Great message. Let's see what's going on in your connection. This is another new deck. It is, I had already introduced the little Light Seers deck, the small clarifier deck, and I love it so much. I got the big version, so thank you. Let's see what's going on for our beautiful Pisces. The membership is coming. I know I keep promising it, and here's the problem. Old laptop died. New laptop is still trying to figure my way through some technical issues. So I'm going to enlist some help if I don't figure it out soon. So thanks for your patience, but it's coming. I'm so excited. Okay, so Divine Masculine. Ooh, Divine Feminine. So the masculine stepping into the reading in the energy of the Nine of Cups. Sometimes the Nine of Cups is wish fulfillment. Sometimes it's complacency. Like, this is pretty good. I'm okay. I'll hunker down with that. Look at that. You know, his arms folding around his chest. Like, I don't gotta strive for the Ten of Cups. Why? This is pretty good. So we'll have to look at the clarifiers. But the feminine is stepping into the reading all around the energy of a King of Pentacles. King of Pentacles is a masculine archetype of life partner. Can be your husband if you're married. Can be someone else that is in a committed relationship that could either be married or otherwise committed. Think the Pentacles. So that is definitely very interesting. Let's see. Let me pull the rest of the cards. You know, when I played with this deck 100 times to try to figure out how to shuffle it, I kept getting this card. I don't know who the message is for, but this card came through like several times just a couple days ago when I was playing with it. Yes, I am feeling complacency now. Okay. Justice. I'll walk you through it as soon as I pull all the cards. Oh my goodness. So you're both kind of a little shut down right now. I'm feeling with the Four of Pentacles and the Hermit. Four of Pentacles is not wanting to reveal their full hand, you know, holding something in reserve for themselves, putting kind of guarded, putting up some walls, but also notice that heart chakra completely blocked off, no access. And then we have the feminine here, the present experience in this connection is a bit of a solitary journey. The feminine seems to be doing a lot of inner work, but maybe also working toward becoming the guide, right? Sometimes when the Hermit emerges, they are the guide. But I'm feeling as if I feel as if this feminine is feeling remote from the masculine. That's why all the energy around the King of Pentacles. So for the masculine in the past, we have the Star, beautiful energy, possibly healing. Maybe this is some measure of a dream that they're trying to fulfill. Something they've been wishing for, hoping for, keeping hope, faith, and trust alive that the universe has their back. But right now their guard is up pretty high. And in the future, this great energy of the Six of Wands. This is a card of victory. Take your bow, sir. This is, it can be reconciliation, win-win outcomes, you know, peace among the kingdoms. It's lovely energy. But for now, this masculine is kind of hunkered down. Like, this is as good as it gets. I'm okay, and I'm just going to hold on tight for my own sense of safety and security. It can even be around possessions or money, so that's always a possibility. But you know, I'll know more in a few minutes. The feminine in the past, justice, right? Some measure of fairness or balance was desired or even needed. And you know, this is so perfect because this Six is about balance, and the deep dive is definitely Hermit energy. So that really makes sense to me. And then moving forward, right, the beautiful good wheel of fortune, bringing in maybe something unexpected, but completion of lessons, and that everything unfolding in divine time and order. So I'm feeling the Hermit is emerging more as the guide for the King of Pentacles, energetically guiding. And then in the future, leaving it all up to fate. Chariot. Lovers. What's going on underneath? Yep, I got it now. This is amazing. I'm taking all of it and I'm just going to stop right there. So what I feel I'm seeing here is a masculine who's kind of hunkered down, as I said before. A little complacent, not taking any action, not making any forward moves, sort of in a very protective stance. And then we have the Chariot. So this tells me that they're kind of ready to move forward. They're not yet, but they're ready to move forward. That's why the Six of Wands is in the future. They're ready to move forward and also be victorious. So we've got this victory energy coming through twice for the masculine, and then the Lovers card. So this is a choice that they're making, whether or not to move forward, and what's it all about? What are they moving forward to? Union with the twin? Yes. Focused, like zeroed in on this one thing, this one pentacle. Interesting. This one pentacle, something that really needs a creative solution to the problem that they're having here. And I'm feeling all that stuck energy, but they're really kind of focused, sustained effort, energy, attention on this divine feminine, on the twin. They're wanting to offer this message of love or apology, and then finally move forward. So I'm feeling, this almost feels like it's partially in a dream state. That Nine of Cups, right? Where you kind of get a little, like even if you have one too many glass of wine or bottle of beer, you know how you sometimes kind of get a little fuzzy and foggy and you go into like that wide awake dream state? That's what this feels like to me. Like, how do I get to this feminine? How do I move through this victoriously? Very focused on it right now, but that's all underneath. So it's not in the conscious awareness. That's why I'm talking about that little fuzzy, foggy dream state you get. Come on, please tell me I'm not the only one. Okay. The Star in the past. Yeah. This masculine's been going through it, but not just out in the cold, but I feel the instability. That's why I mentioned money. That's why I mentioned possessions or money earlier, because I was just, for some reason, feeling that there's something here that this masculine has been suffering through. This can be a card of suffering, devaluing, really feeling, and I've said this in your past readings, and I believe it might have even been like 1 or 2 readings ago where I was like, you're going to come through this phase of sort of being almost homeless. Like nowhere to really call my home. Jeez, what is this? Stop focusing your energy on past events. All the 5s here for this masculine in the past. Regrets, mistakes, sorrow, grief, sadness, something that they've been losing. There's all this loss here. Loss of in the physical world, of property, possibly assets, possibly the place they lay their pillow and call home. Yeah, that's difficult. And now that's why all those boundaries are up. The walls are up. The boundaries are firm. They're kind of holding back, not revealing something, things not being as they seem with this masculine right now. There's the new beginning from last time, from your last reading. So I feel they're stuck. They're not yet ready to receive this gift of stability and groundedness. They're kind of stuck. They want to move toward this feminine. I've got that. That's all in the energy, how they're showing up. But their experience of the connection right now is there's this big opportunity, this big offer, and they're feeling really stuck. But they have to choose the path. See, they know. This new beginning isn't going to come around, but maybe once in this lifetime. And so the world is in the palm of their hands. They can see it, but do they want it? What do they want? Justice. Whoo! I'm feeling divorce or separation, a formalized ending here. We've got the Justice card twice. So there's something here that needs to, like balance needs to be restored by some formal process. Could be a legal process. Doesn't always have to be, but the fact that it's coming out twice and I've got the energy of a potential husband here or committed person, I will say, and then all this sort of feeling left out and the regrets and the mistakes and that homeless energy I'm feeling. I don't know why that keeps coming in. It came in for you, Pisces, once before on the masculine side. I feel it's still happening. And unless and until this justice comes in, they can't take the new offer. They kind of have to just flew right out. So in the future, some measure of reconciliation, maybe coming through a situation victoriously that involves some deception, perceived betrayal. And there's our endings and new beginnings. I want to say this person, this masculine, makes peace with that Seven of Swords and sees it as an opportunity to close out a cycle and begin something new, something new. Divine inspired passion that leads them to their happiness. There they go, off and running in full divine masculine energy, taking control. All this fire, fire, fire. We've got, this masculine, after kind of pushing through whatever the Seven of Swords is about, that probably started way back here. And they're just going to make peace with it and totally opt for the new beginning. The lessons are also learned in the World card, similar to the Wheel of Fortune, and underneath they're just like raring to go. So I do feel, although this is all underneath, that they will take that step to move forward in the future, not too far in the future, although there's some pentacly energy here that's holding them up right now. I feel the Justice card is more important than meets the eye. It's underneath now. Once that shows up at the top for the masculine, I think they'll really be free. They're not free right now. King of Pentacles. Yes, the feminine is definitely tapping into a very exhausted King of Pentacles. The weight of the world, third party energy. Oh my goodness. Can't even believe this. So I think the feminine is aware that this masculine has had enough in whatever they're doing in another connection, right? Because we have the Three of Cups, sorry for the blurriness, and the Five of Swords. There's just something here that feels this feminine is aware that there's some subterfuge going on, or some like something really shady. Seven of Swords, Five of Swords, sabotagey, doublespeak, gaslighting. And this masculine just is so ready to offload all of that. And I feel like the feminine is very aware, tapping into it energetically. Because remember, in the hermit mode, not really very much in the mix, kind of on the outside looking in, which I know is normally a Five of Pentacles energy. But I feel like this feminine knows more by 5D energy. Divorce, honest to gosh. Justice and the Hierophant. So something formal happening in somebody's marriage or committed connection. This is a card of conventional committed relationship. Oof. Yes. Right? The breakup of a family, possibly. I mean, this can all be marriage, but when I'm doing this, you know, this reading and I'm looking at what's going on this side, I am reading for the two of you. I'm looking at what's going on this side, and then I'm seeing a feminine who's saying, wait a minute, something's coming undone. And feeling all the exhaustion of this divine masculine. Wow, wow, wow. 6 of Wands underneath. Coming through it successfully. Feminine, if you could be going through a divorce situation yourself, that 10 of Pentacles would represent the family, the life you've built. Justice, Hierophant, 10 of Pentacles, and then underneath this card of victory and reconciliation, making peace. So it can go either way. It can be about this connection. It could be about your own connection. It could be about their own connection. Because I'm definitely seeing the third party. I don't know if it's one person or if you're both married. I'm not sure. It's not coming through as clearly as it has in the past. But I know that this masculine wants the victory with this feminine. That's for sure. Feminine's feeling the exhaustion, the weight of the world. The masculine ready to offload all the negative karma, all the sabotage, the unfair fight that they're going through. A little Page of Wands. King of Swords. I love when the King of Swords shows up. Here's the complacency again. And Pisces, some good old-fashioned fear of the moon. So these two cards tell me that this feminine is kind of a little nervous and fearful that the masculine won't change their situation, will just stay where they are. And that's exactly what I'm seeing here. So that makes sense, and it's a legit thing to be concerned about. What this feminine really wants to do is offer a message to the King of Swords, the King of Swords being this masculine, someone that they see as being of high standards and ideals, someone they really respect. There's a good vibe about the King of Swords in this particular part of the reading because I feel as if this feminine is trying to reach out to them. So energetically, it's someone that they really can't access. And the King of Swords can often be aloof and distant, not real warm and fuzzy at times. And given what I'm seeing going on here with all the boundary issues, the guardedness, the fives, the need for healing, and just wanting to get through this mess, but yet the Justice card is still right underneath. So they haven't really fully dealt with it yet. And I think the feminine's trying to send this warm little message, like, to keep the spark alive, to send a friendly word, something lighthearted, flirtatious maybe, to someone who's not real accessible right now. Feminine isn't real accessible either, but I'm seeing this more as the guide. That's what I'm thinking, emerging as the guide in the connection. Communicating little messages at 5D, but being very, I feel like nervous and apprehensive is what I'm feeling. Apprehensive that this King of Swords is just going to stay where they are. And not leave their situation. Whew. But in time they will return. So to some degree, the feminine knows, yeah, I can't make a single move here, feeling they will feel stuck. This is future facing. This person will return. That is just a matter of time. But the feminine's going to have to figure out if they're ready to take a leap. The Eight of Swords is more stuck energy because you're overthinking instead of dropping full into the heart chakra, right? Step into the puddle, as I like to say, and then you're able to feel your way through. And there's that leap of faith underneath. So I'm feeling that on some level in the future, even though the feminine is apprehensive right now, knows that this is destiny and fate, that this masculine will return. Not sure what you'll do about it, but underneath you really want to go for it. Beautiful, beautiful, interesting reading. Okay, I'm taking it to the extended. The link is below. I'm going to take all this energy and just do a very deep dive into what you need to focus on right now. The block or the challenge around that issue could be also a dynamic between you. We'll see what comes through and then what you can do about that block or challenge, or what you can expect to come of all of it. A message from the divine masculine to the divine feminine. What are they trying to say? What would they like the feminine to know? And vice versa, message from the feminine to the masculine. One card for you, Pisces, from your higher self, spirit of the universe, will give your spiritual team an opportunity to weigh in on all of this. And then where might you be headed? What might be on your path going forward with regard to this connection? So again, the link is below. I look forward to seeing you there in a second or in a future reading. Take care, Pisces. Bye-bye.